Hello and welcome to Respect the Ball. It's your boy K, and I'm back after 2 day hiatus. I think back again. I'm here with my picks and predictions for round two for this World Cup. We're doing groups E and F, guys. So as always, guys, if you enjoy this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share this video, and as always, people, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, guys, we're beginning off with the Dutch. Netherlands versus Sweden, with the Dutch coming in at, I think it's one. Let me look at this. 1.72 favorites, which is minus one. What is one minus 160? Yeah, about there. Minus 140. Sorry for that. Minus 140. I just had to double check my odds, with Sweden coming in as significant underdogs, I'm surprised based on the first match. If you watch both games, Sweden are blistering attacking wise with the Dutch, they're also good in that match against Japan, drew 2-2, the Sweden beating Tunisia 5-1. I thought this would be a lot closer, but I don't think the markets have quite adjusted to Sweden. They still, consider them that significant of an underdog. And I think Sweden's the right play in this game. I don't know, but I think Sweden. Obviously, the talent gap is there. I'm not saying Sweden's better than Netherlands. Obviously, Netherlands on paper are better than Sweden, but I just think the form, the momentum, the firepower. I think Sweden's the play. But obviously, my pick is both teams to score. I think it's coming in at minus 159. Which is 1.60 on Betway. I'm in South Africa, obviously. Yeah, but I think that's the play. I honestly think that's the play. That's the play. I think they will see goals. We'll see goals. My prediction is 2-2. I think I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Draw again. I think the Dutch will draw again in this game. I just think that the firepower from Sweden is just gonna, it's just gonna overwhelm them. I don't think they can ever win. So we'll see. The next game on Germany versus the Ivory Coast. With Germany coming in as minus 190 favorites, which is 1.53 on Betway, and I'm all over goals in this game. Try to play goals however you can. I just think a lot of goals. I'm not particularly a fan of the German defense. I'm not particularly a fan of the Ivory Coast defense. I mean, the Ivory Coast defense allowed Ecuador to, I think, hit the post like 3 times. Obviously, my prediction in this game is obviously I think it's 3-2 Germany. And my tip is again both teams to score again, good odds again. These both teams to score are very good at this World Cup, so I bet both teams to score. This one is a little bit juice based, like compared to other games, but I think it's the right play. I just see goals galore. I'm not upset at an over 3.5 goals or an over 2.5 goals, but that's a little bit juiced. But over 3.5, it's at a nice price. At my price range at least. But both teams to score. That's good. Obviously, we're on the next game, which is Ecuador versus Curacao, with Ecuador coming in as what is it, minus 900 favorites, which is 1.11. Ecuador is basically unplayable in this game. Everything regarding Ecuador is juiced. Is so juiced. Like the prices, it's not at prices you can get at. I'm all over Curacao in this game. I'm going for when I saw the price, they're expecting Ecuador to batter Curacao. Ecuador don't have much goals in them. I can easily see a 2-0 Ecuador. Yeah, that's why I'm going for a +3 handicap for Curacao. It's coming in at minus 137, which is 1.73. 1.73. I I I don't know. I just have this feeling that this game will just end 2-0, which is my prediction. I think this game will just end 2-0. I think 2-0 is my prediction for this game. I just don't see how Curacao get battered. They have some, Germany was just significantly overwhelmed them with their star power. But I think they've learned from that match, and I think they'll go with a better approach. And they did for 35 minutes compete with Germany. If you can compete with Germany for 35 minutes, you should be able to compete for 50 minutes with Ecuador. I know that maths is not mathsing, but I don't know what I'm thinking here, but I'm going for it. It's a great price. I'm playing it. If they lose 4-0, then whatever, I'll hold my hand up high. But I just think Curaçao's the play here. I just think the score is 2-0. I don't know where Ecuador's getting all these goals, you know. But we'll see, we'll see. But this game is probably a stay away game if you're trying to play a side or anything regarding a side. It's too juiced, the prices are way too juiced. Maybe use it as a parlay piece, because Ecuador are gonna win, but just by how much. On to the next game, we have the worst team during round one versus Japan. We have Tunisia versus Japan, with Tunisia underdogs and Japan coming in as 1.59 favorites, which is minus 170 favorites. I'm all over Japan. I think you play Japan straight win, money line. I don't overcomplicate it. It's a great price. It's a great price to play them at. I'd play them at. It's still in my price range. I play singles, obviously. People, I'm not saying take all these matches and put them in a parlay. This sort of matches you should play as singles. And if this is on your price range, maybe pair it up with something else. Just to boost it up. Boost it up. But I'm all over Japan. Japan straight win. I think Japan win this match 3-1, 2-0. I know people are worried about new manager bound to Tunisia, but that team is so goddamn awful that I don't think that would matter. I think Japan is very good. I'm expecting Japan to beat them. I don't be surprised if Japan wallops them. But I don't like to play because Japan can just get a sneaky one. You know how this World Cup gets a bit taky. Obviously my three parlay, as I will be doing for all these picks and predictions, whenever I'm doing them, I'll be ending it off with a parlay, maybe to just double your money because people like just to come in and get out, just double their money, maybe 500 rand, just put in your 100 rand and you just double your money. I'm on Curaçao's 4+4 handicap. I would just, add that one goal. Obviously, as a single, you play +3 +4, which is at 1.28, and then you play Japan money line, which is 1.59. And that takes it to minus 190. It was what is it, 19190? Close to plus money. Then just to boost it up to plus money, you can take Jamal Musiala or Florian Wirtz to one shot on target. Just one shot on target. That's all they need. So you just take Jamal Musiala and Florian Wirtz, one shot on target. Win. That's double your money. 500 rand, that's double your money. So yeah, guys, as always, guys, to end it off, don't forget to like, subscribe if you enjoyed, turn on post notification for more World Cup content, for more picks and predictions, and if you want to get rich, obviously stick with me and ride with me. And as always, guys, share this video, guys, and as always, people, peace.